A big decision coming up.
The home team winning the toss, and they've decided to bat first.
The crowd are making a heck of a lot of noise even before the first ball's been bowled. Let's see how long they can keep that up for. Power and precision in that shot.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. It's almost palpable, the excitement emanating from this crowd at the moment. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
That's the start you want. Awesome shot, and it's flown over the boundary.
It's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Back-to-back boundaries. Can they make it 3 in a row and really put the bowler on the back foot? Oh, whack. Pick the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Well, the tension is extraordinary. The crowd are on the edge of their seats. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over, a massive one. 23 off it. India, a 23 for none.
End of the first, and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
Going with pace now. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Chance to run 2. Couldn't get it through the field. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. That's the end of the over. 1 run coming from it. India, a 24 for none.
Another massive over of power hitting. Run rate did dip a bit though, although I don't think they'll complain much about this start.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Can't get that outside the ring field. That's the over. India, a 34 for none.
Still maintaining an impressive run rate. Fantastic start so far.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Edged, what a ball. And gone. Brilliant reactions to take that one. That's gone. Nice simple catch. With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Varma will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Well, they've faced 1 ball, scored 6 runs. Can't be much more efficient than that.
The atmosphere is electric. You can really feel the buzz around the spectator areas. Straight to the fielder. Another over where runs are just too easy to find. These batters are seeing the ball really well and the confidence is starting to build.
Yet another massive over for the power play. Seemingly unstoppable at the moment. How will he reply?
Shot, should be runs here. Swept away, but finds the fielder. He's quick onto that in the infield.
Well, the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
And the spectators are absolutely brimming with anticipation. They'll get at least one here. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. End of the over. India, a 55 for 1.
Batters are set, and they're maintaining their excellent start so far.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Four runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Oh, that's just too full. Varma makes the bowler pay with a fine shot. That may be 4. That was a nick. It's a missed chance, and that could well be 4. Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Great shot. At least one on offer. And that ends the power play. The captain with a bit more freedom in the field now.
Outstanding job. They read all the bowler's variations. Combination of precision and power. Tremendous power play.
Going with spin now. They'll push hard. Should get back for 2. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Nicely played. Runs 1. Oh, superb timing. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. And a scamper through for a single. Good running.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Another poor over completed. The batters are starting to have a field day out there. The momentum, it's all in one direction.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. Nice shot. Runs possible. Wow, that's missed a lot. The bowl and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Oh, that's close. The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket.
Left the wide one. Wicket keeper with the gather.
Yadav ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Brilliant. Cuts away, uses the pace of the ball. That's a difficult shot, made it look very easy. 6 runs.
6 lost ball. How will the bowler reply? Yadav left it alone. Didn't want to chase the wide one.
Yadav gets all of that. Pierces the infield and races to the boundary for 4. The crowd love that one. The new bowler is coming into the attack. Went with the bounce and hooks that down leg side. Nice shot, straight to gully. Edge, but it drops safely. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter.
Keeshan with a leave. Didn't like the width.
Nicely played. Runs one. There could be a couple if they hustle. End of the over. India a 90 for 2.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Chance to run 2. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Finds the fielder with that shot.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. What a shot. He hit that one hard. No need to run.
Avoided the fielders. 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shots. How will the bowler respond?
Great shot. At least one on offer. Couldn't get it through the field. And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
The spectators are absolutely buzzing right now. Huge levels of excitement all round this ground. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away. Massive chance. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Well played, could be a quick single. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Can't get that outside the ring field. Things have been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary.
Good throw from the deep, bang on target.
Finds the edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? And the spectators here at the moment, they're absolutely captivated by what they're watching. Nicely played. Runs one.
That's a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
End of the over. 6 runs coming from it. India at 122 for 4.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Great timing right off the meat of the bat. Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. That's a solid shot. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Left the wide one. Wicket-keeper with the gather.
Square driving through the gap. Classic shot for 4.
Had a real flash at that one. Beautifully struck too.
Fitzpatrick has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie one end down. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I do not think anyone's going to stop that.
A strong area for them. Lifted it up and over towards the rope.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. Nicked it. They've gone up here. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. There'll be runs here.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Nearly gets the edge. Fitzpatrick with a great delivery there. Massive outside edge. driven through cover. Just the one. Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Oh, wow. That is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
The shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. 2 boundaries and 2 balls. Super shot, that. Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Oh, nice shot. Well played. Could be a quick single. Over India, 159 for 5.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total. How will he reply? Good return there, back from the deep.
Chance to run 2. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Doesn't beat the infield. Was quick onto that in the infield. Completion of the over, allowing too many runs. The batters are just looking too comfortable out in the middle.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. That is quite extraordinary. Dubé, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
It's evident and ever so audible that the crowd is at near bursting point at today's play. With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. The new batter will probably just look to survive this ball before even thinking about scoring. It's a leading edge, but just doesn't carry to the fielder. Chakravarti, fortunate there. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter.
Good return back from the deep.
Bang, sent back over the bowler's head. Mid-off and mid-on can only watch as that ball sails into the crowd.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Massive outside edge. Oh, what a shot. Absolutely drilled over point, if you don't mind. And that'll be 6. Rode the bounce beautifully for that shot.
How will the bowler respond?
Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep. Chakravarti has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. Big edge. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. End of the over. India 190 for 6.
They attacked all areas of the ground, 4s, 6s, and there was strong running as well.
Final over in this innings. Plenty of wickets in hand. It's going to need to be very accurate. Got to try and pitch it up into the toes. Onto that early. That could be 4.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
The crowd is electric right now. Perfect, right out of the middle and bludgeons that one to the boundary.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Patel is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt the momentum. Gone, knocked him over, just too much pace there. And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Nice shot, runs possible. Edged it.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
And that's the end of the innings. India have set a target of 200. I reckon this is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase.
Here we go, coming in for the first ball.
Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Oh my, that's racing away. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. Yadav, the spinner, coming into the attack. Nicely played. Just runs one. Finds the fielder with that shot. Knocks him over. First ball of the over. Pressure will definitely be on for the new batter as they take guard. Yadav, I'm sure, will be onto their bowls to pick up another quick wicket. Couldn't get it through the field.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Would be impossible to focus out there. The noise is deafening. Six runs out of there. Namibia, 12 for 2.
They just dropped off a bit that second over. Need to maintain the intensity.
Misses everything. You can just feel the sheer excitement around the ground right now. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Well, the shorter ball doesn't work here. Rode the bounce well and eased it over the top for 6 runs. Might look to go big again here.
Square cut, finds point, no run. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Wow, that's missed a lot. End of the over, 6 off it. Namibia are 18 for 2.
Third over of the power play is done, and the run rate's probably not what they hoped for. 3 overs left in the power play, and it's a balancing act now between risk and reward if they want to climb back up.
Chance to run two. Gone. Played all around that one. What a delivery. New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. The worst possible time to be coming into bat. Just have to settle and not think about the previous wickets. There could be a couple if they hustle. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. It's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands. It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. That's four all the way. Beautiful shot.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
That over improves their economy rate a bit. They needed it, but it's starting to get somewhat messy.
Four gone, and the batters really need to work the ball more at the moment. They need to look for boundaries before the power play ends.
Thick edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Nicely played. Runs one. Great shot. At least one on offer.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Gorgeous cover drive. Nothing to stop that.
A strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. That's a confident appeal. The spectators are absolutely buzzing right now. Huge levels of excitement all round this ground. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Oh, well, don't even bother running. That's the over, and a poor one at that. Nothing you can really say to soften the blow when your leak runs like that. The captain now has 3 more fielders to work with outside the circle.
How will he reply?
Edged it. Gone. Great reflexes. And safe hands from the keeper. That's a long way to walk out there, just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Shot, should be runs here.
Good throw from the deep, bang on target.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Punch through the onside. Great balance, and into the gap it goes. Should be a few at least here. India with a massive shout. It's evident and ever so audible that the crowd is at near bursting point at today's play. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Was quick onto that in the infield. Cuts that off well in the infield. Big over. A lot to think about now. You really can't be bowling like that and hope to win matches.
Required run rate is climbing. They're hovering around 6 to 7 and over. They need to start taking some risks.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Bowling fielders look really confident. Big appeal. This could be out. Green comes in to bat, has performed well over the last few matches and looks in really good touch. The new batter will probably just look to survive this ball before even thinking about scoring. There could be a couple if they hustle. Fantastic pull shot. Rode the bounce and got inside the line. End of the over, and it's a poor bowling effort. Didn't put any pressure on the batters. And there's a lot to think about now.
Well, there is a saying, you can't direct the wind, but you can change your sails. It might be time to accelerate if they want to have a chance still.
Singh back into bowl here. They'll be wanting to improve their figures. A wicket would do nicely. Square cut, finds point, no run. No, terrible shot. Nearly gets the edge. Singh with a great delivery there. Great shot through the gap.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Straight to the fielder. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. 5 runs in that over. Namibia are 59 for 5.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Played all around that one. What a delivery. Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. There'll be runs here.
Good return back from the deep.
Edged it. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Mightn't get to the boundary. They should get at least a couple. Well played, could be a quick single. Misses everything. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Can't get that outside the ring field. Finds the fielder with that shot. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. Wow, that's missed the lot. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Perfectly timed.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. Can he come back with a dot ball?
And out. Superb bowling. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Couldn't get it through the field. The atmosphere is electric. You can really feel the buzz around the spectator areas. A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. It would be impossible to focus out there. The noise is deafening. And again, see you later on your bike. 2 wickets on the trot. Hat-trick ball. What kind of delivery will we see? The batter will be looking to just make it through this ball. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. The crowd is electric right now. Power and precision in that shot. Patel coming back into the attack has done well so far. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. The spectators are absolutely buzzing right now. Huge levels of excitement all round this ground. Swept away but finds the fielder. And the spectators are absolutely brimming with anticipation. Well, the tension is extraordinary. The crowd are on the edge of their seats. Well played. Could be a quick single. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Dubé comes back into the attack. The runs have slowed. They're a good option to continue tying these batters down. It's almost palpable, the excitement emanating from this crowd at the moment. Can't hit it any more sweetly than that. You can just feel the sheer excitement around the ground right now. Fantastic pull shot, rode the bounce and got inside the line. It's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands.
Great shorter ball, well played though, didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Oh, outside edge, but it'll be safe, and another boundary. The bowler is in disbelief on that one. It's evident and ever so audible that the crowd is at near bursting point at today's play. Chance to run two. Good stop, probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Yeah, it's so clear that all these spectators here today are completely enthralled and energised, judging by that noise anyway. That is quite extraordinary. Green, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Bumrah coming back into the attack. Cuts that off well in the infield. And the spectators here at the moment, they're absolutely captivated by what they're watching. Straight through them with the slow ball. There's a almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Gone, bowled, the final wicket falls. That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.